my good people? This is main man Dg.The.Gr8’s. I know it's been a while, but hey, it's that time of the year again. Preseason for college football 2025. And today, I'll be giving my personal ranking for each quarterback in the SEC from 16 all the way to 1. So, without further ado, I'm going to start at number 16 and I'm going to work my way up to number 1. Before I get started though, man, it's gonna be a little shakeup with this top 16. And I know a lot probably gonna get a lot of slack for my ranking because some people gonna be ranked lower than some people. Some people gonna be ranked lower with more yards opposed to people who got less yards. Like you'll see what I'm talking about when I get in there. So it might be a little shakeup, but I'm doing that for a reason. Without further ado, starting at number 16, I got Zach Calzada from Kentucky. Last year, he's a transfer. I think he's a transfer from D2. He had 3,744 passing yards, 35 touchdowns with 9 interceptions. Not bad. But I got him at number 16, and that's what I mean. Like, he's one of the ones that got the most yards as far as the quarterbacks in the SEC. But me personally, I got him at number 16. And that got a lot to do with the school he going to, the school he came from. So that's what I mean by that. So at number 16, I got Zach Calzada from Kentucky. All right. At number 15, I got Joey Aguilar from Tennessee. He's also the transfer. I think he transferred from, I forgot where he transferred from. I should have wrote that down, but he's also a transfer coming in Tennessee. Last year, he had 3,003 yards with 23 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. He had a QBR of 65.7, and that was good for 50th in the country. So at number 15, I got Joey Aguilar. Number 14, I got Pro, and I hope I pronounced his last name right. And if I missed the last name, I'm sorry. But at number 14, I got Bo Prabula from Missouri. He got in for last year with a little mop-up duty. He had 275 passing yards, 5 touchdowns with 1 interception, and he had a QBR of 76.7. So at number 14, I got Bo Prabula. Number 13, and I feel I'm gonna get a little slack because he's kind of low on the list, and he actually started a good bit of games for Texas A&M last year. But at number 13, I got Marcel Reed. He had 1,864 yard passing, 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He had a QBR of 75.4, and that was good for 22nd in the country. So at 13, I got Marcel Reed. Number 12, I got Jackson Arnold from Auburn. He finished with 1,421 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. That's a QBR of 124.8. And he had a signature win last year. He also knocked off Alabama and Oklahoma last year by a score of 24-3. So he got that up under his belt. And it's ironic that he actually playing for Auburn this year. So he's gonna be playing in one of the biggest rivalry games at the end of the year, or as we call it in college football, Thanksgiving weekend, or upset weekend, rivalry weekend, all that good stuff. So can he go 2 for 2? Well, we'll find out. But as of right now, I got him number 12 on my list as far as like his ranking in the SEC. So Jackson Arnold from Auburn at number 12. All right. At number 11, I got Blake Shapen from Mississippi State. Um, he sold flashes last year. I think he got in late last year. He started like the last 5 games for Mississippi State last year. Came on, he had a pretty decent showing. 974 yard passing with 8 touchdowns and 1 pick. And he had a QBR. He had a QBR of 51.5. So, and the people that I'm not calling like they rankings, that's because they ain't played enough games. And that QBR rating, it's a mix of like how much time you played, against the touchdowns you passed, against the interception you thrown, and your attempts all together. So it's collective all that. It's a collective formula of all the things I just named. So if I don't call out their ranking, that's because they didn't have enough data to actually have a ranking to put them in place as far as the QBR, if that makes sense. So at number 11, I got Blake Shapen. All right. Now we're getting into the middle of things. We have not entered the top 10 as far as SEC quarterbacks for the 2025 season. Now, at number 10, once again, this guy, I feel like he's gonna have a good year this year. I honestly do. I think he's gonna have a good year this year. But at the end of the day, he got in, but it was in mop-up duty. But at number 10, I got Todd Simpson from Alabama. He came in. He's coming into the year for his career. He only got last year he had 167 passing yards, no touchdown, no interception, and they had a QBR of 73. He's number 10 on my list. I'm hearing a lot of things about him saying he's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? The offense gonna be wide open. So we'll see. But as of right now, I got him at number 10, Todd Simpson. Number 9, this guy came in second half of the SEC championship game, helped my team win the SEC championship, started his first playoff game. He didn't play bad in the playoff game. It was just stuff that was going on around him, miscues and all that. But without further ado, I have Gunnar Stockton at number 9 on my list as far as the quarterbacks coming back. Last year, he had 440-yard pass and 1 touchdown, 1 interception, QBR 54.9. I will say this, as a Dog fan, I feel like the team is going to go how Gunnar Stockton go. That's the only thing I'm worrying about, because I feel like we got all the pieces around him. It's just how is he going to perform and, what he's going to bring to the table. We all know he broke all kind of records in Georgia in high school, and he done been on campus since 2022. So he been sitting a while and he been learning a while. So now it's his time to shine. So we're gonna see if Gunnar Stockton gonna live up to the billing. I hope he do, but I just feel like everything is gonna go and fall with Gunnar Stockton. So without further ado, I got him number 9 on my list as far as the quarterbacks coming back. Number 8, I have Austin Simmons from Ole Miss. He had 282 passing yards last year, 2 touchdowns, 0 interception, QBR of 95.0. So I'm going to explain to you why I have Austin Simmons in the top 8. Well, for one, he's with Lane Kiffin. Everybody know Lane Kiffin got an innovative offense, plug and play. Austin Simmons he showed flashes last year against my Dogs. Jackson Dart went out for a series. He came in, dotted us all the way down the field for a touchdown. He showed glimpse. I feel like Lane Kiffin can work with him. So that's why I have him at number 8. That offense that Lane Kiffin run is dynamic for quarterbacks with big arms, and he have a big arm. So that's why he's personally number 8 on my list. So I have him at number 8 from Ole Miss, Austin Simmons. Number 7, I got Taylor Green from Arkansas. He sold flash last year. Actually had a decent season. He had 3,154-yard passing, 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and he had a QBR of 70.5, and that was good for 36 in the country. Yeah, I think they finished 7-6 last year, but he got a signature win. He beat Tennessee last year. That was a big win. That was early in the season. He knocked Tennessee off, and that kind of shook the whole SEC race up with that signature win that they did. When they beat Tennessee, that kind of sent a ruffle effect all the way through the SEC. So, yeah, I got Taylor Green at number 7. All right, number 6. This guy, with the team he was on, did something we thought we'll never see happen in the history of college football. Knocked off Alabama last year in a dominant fashion. Diego Pavia actually put Vanderbilt. People were talking good about Vanderbilt last year. They weren't just talking about them as like, oh, they're nerds, this, that, and the third. They were actually saying, oh, they're a good football team. They hard nosed, all that good stuff. So they actually played good last year. But I got this brother at number 6 on my list, Diego Pavia from Vanderbilt. He had 2,293 yard passing, 20 touchdowns with 4 interceptions, and he had a QBR of 74.6. And that was good for 26 in the country. So, number 6, Diego Pavia. All right. Now the upper echelon of the rankings in the SEC. So now we got the top 5 coming up, and let me tell you, I think these 5 quarterbacks can easily propel they teams to the next level. But like I said, it all depends on how they supporting cast do for them. But I honestly believe with the top 5 quarterbacks that I'm about to reel off, I honestly believe they can prepare their teams to do good things this year. But it's all up to the team, and it also all up to the coach of that respectful team. But coming in at number 5, I got John Metter. He transferred from Washington State. Last year he had 3,139 yard passing, 29 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, QBR 70.9. That was good for 34th in the country. Now he's coming from, everybody know Washington State was always been known to have a wide open offense, just pass after pass after pass after. Now he bringing that to Oklahoma, and I think the OC that was with him at Washington is also the OC for Oklahoma. So we'll see how that play out. Now if they can pair that well with defense that Brent Venable got, they can do some good things, and they can actually make some noise this year. So at number 5, I got John Metter from Oklahoma. All right. At number 4, he's been having a whole lot of hype since he stepped foot on campus. And he also happened to be the nephew of one of the greatest quarterbacks the NFL has ever seen. Arch Manning. Last year, when Quinn Ewers went out, he played in a couple of games. He had 939 yard passing, 9 touchdowns with 2 interceptions with a QBR of 87.5. That was good for 16th in the country. Now he got the keys to the offense this year. He the man on campus. He the big dog on the block. Can Arch Manning prepare that team? I think he can. They can actually make some noise this year. But hey, we'll see. Like I say, you got Steve Stark with the way his offensive mind to go along with that defense. They can actually do some good things, and they actually on top of that, they don't hit the recruiting trail hard. They've been doing good on the recruiting trail. So you put all that together and it click. Hey man, you can talking about Texas doing some things this year. So at number 4, I got Arch Manning. All right, number 3, it's another brother who done had all the hype on him since he stepped foot on campus. He from Texas. Everybody thought he was gonna go to one of the Texas schools, but he came east. DJ Ladway, quarterback for the University of Florida. He's 6-1 as a starter. The only loss came to Georgia, but it's kind of like, do I count that? Because he did get hurt early in the game. Now, if he don't get hurt early in that game, I think my dogs would have had a real problem on their hand. I think we would have won. Who knows? Because we still only beat them by 7 points last year without their quarterback. Well, it was about 34, but the last couple, that was like gimme points. It is what it is, but who's to say if he didn't get hurt, he probably still, we could have lost that game. I don't know. That remains to be seen. But once again, DJ Ladway, he's the man on campus now. He's a starter. He got the keys to the offense. You got Billy Napier calling the offensive plays. I think they made some changes on defense. Their defense really wasn't a problem because after that last bout they had, that defense came together. It really did. That's what propelled them to go 8-5 last year. And he also got some signature key wins. He beat LSU and he beat Ole Miss. And he had Georgia on the ropes before he got hurt. So them bright things to look at. If you're a Florida fan, those are good things to look at. So yeah, I got him number 3 on my list. He had 1,915 passing yards, 12 touchdowns against 9 picks. Now he got to clean them interceptions up, but if he can clean that up, he'll be all right. The QBR was 57.9. That was good for 69th in the country. So at number 3, I got DJ Ladway. All right. Number 2, set the SEC on fire last year. Came through blazing. Came out of nowhere. Everybody was saying, man, who is this guy that got the glasses on that's playing for South Carolina? We know who his name is now. Without further ado, I got Lenoris Sellers at number 2 for South Carolina. Last year he finished with 2,534 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, QBR 69.8. That's good for 40th in the country. He had 2 wins that got took away from him. LSU and Alabama. They were supposed to beat them. He showed great glimpses last year. South Carolina got them a good quarterback. They got them a good one. And I can see them making some noise this year. I can easily see them winning 10 games this year, easily. I ain't going to say easily, but it won't shock me if they win 10 games this year. So South Carolina going to be one of the sleeper teams this year. So y'all just get ready. So I got him at number 2. Lenoir Sellers. All right. And finally, the number 1 quarterback on Dg.The.Gr8’s list for the preseason of 2025 is Garrett Nussmeier out of LSU. I seen what Garrett Nussmeier did when Jaden Daniels was there. Jaden Daniels got hurt in the SC Championship game against my dog back in 2022. And Garrett Nussmeier passed for 300 yards in one half against my dogs. And when I seen that, I knew right then, okay, he's gonna be special. And ever since then, he's been a quarterback. Last year he finished with 4,052 yard passing, 29 touchdowns with 12 interceptions. Once again, he got to clean up them interceptions. But outside of that, he had a QBR for 80th, and that was best for top 10 in the country. He actually came in at number 10. So, yeah, Garrett Nussmeier, LSU, y'all got y'all a quarterback. Put some receiver around him, get you a nice run game, tighten up that defense. Y'all can make some noise this year. Who's to say? Y'all could, peek your head, because y'all always know LSU, one of them teams, they'll peek their head every 7 years and win the championship. Every 7 to 8 years, that's what they do. They'll peek their head, win the championship, and they'll go back to, being competitive. They'll pop their head up, win one. And they've been like that ever since I've been watching college football. LSU just been one of them teams that randomly just win the championship when nobody least expect them to win one. They'll just pop their head up and win one. Hey, is this the year for them to do it? I don't know. We'll see. But they got the quarterback to do it. So Garrett Nussmeier is my number 1 quarterback entering the 2005 season for the SEC. Now, this list will more than likely change. I'll be doing a mid-season update to see where each quarterback at. But as of right now, for my preseason, this is my top 10. My top 16 from 16 to 1. And it will change. Without further ado, I hope y'all have a great day. And Dg.The.Gr8’ is back, and I'll definitely be dropping more videos to accommodate the preseason. My next video will be the top quarterbacks entering the ACC. From I think they got 17 teams, so I'm gonna do from 17 to 1. And your number 1 pick for the SEC is gonna surprise a lot of people. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But y'all already know the slogan is Dg.The.Gr8’, and it's always about them dogs.